Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's talk about Super Typhoon Mawar. I know we have a lot of questions on this storm system about where it is headed out here in the Philippine Sea, especially those in northern Luzon all the way through and into Okinawa. Now, it is pulling away from Guam here. Just look at that. It is intensifying. Classic buzzsaw shape on that. You have that outflow aloft, that inflow. Here's the deal, though. It's back up to a point where it was just prior to moving over Guam and the Mariana Islands. And in fact, when it moved over the islands, it weakened quite significantly. Yeah, if you saw these conditions here on Guam, it could have been worse. Let's be quite honest. That oil replacement cycle went through, tore it apart just a bit. Thankfully, we haven't had any reports of fatalities. Of course, power outages, damage to cars and buildings, things like that. It's going to be a bit of a recovery out here for our friends. But now it is moving away from the island, clearly intensifying storm system. And it is expected to continue to grow as it moves off here towards the west up to Cat 5 status. And then we're going to start to see some weakening here as it approaches Luzon. Now, you might be asking why. Well, the big thing is you have a high pressure, kind of a loft, a little ridge out here northwest of Luzon and a passing trough. Now, this is going to start to cause a bit of shear on our storm system, which should start to cause it to weaken. The big issue is, and the big question, and I'll talk more about this in a second, is how much is that trough going to interact with our low? Because right now, it does look like it could linger at least off the northeast coast of Luzon. But for our friends, at least back here in Guam, it is pulling away, and conditions are for sure improving out there for you outside of some just passing showers. Let's look ahead into the weekend. Now, at least for Saturday and the Sunday, if you are out here in northern Luzon, Taiwan, Okinawa for that matter, you have time to prepare. Now is the time to start preparing, though. You have some drier weather. That drier inflow ahead of the storm is going to start to impact you there. Down towards the south, you're not going to be impacted besides to Mindanao. But you do have that inflow coming in from the west there that's going to bring some scattered showers out there for you that kind of enhance Habagat, if you will, from Palawan down through western Mindanao and Visayas. And then here comes our low tracking towards the west. I say low, that's a super typhoon. And then you have your high pressure. Now here's your high, right? High pressure ridge. These systems, they're like water. They want to flow downhill. So they're never going to flow uphill towards that. You have another little bit of a tropical ridge right there. And here's our trough back towards the north. Our storm is going to want to hook back up, but it all really depends on how deep that trough is and when it's going to come down and hook this. Take a look at the ensembles. This is the ECMWF and our GFS guidance. GFS kind of pulling a little bit towards the north and east. But I've said this for the last week now. The trend has continued to go west. The original guidance and the ensembles had this out towards the Ogasawara Islands, that it was kind of in here, then it was here. Now it's really over the Batanes Islands in the Luzon Strait. So, yeah, that trend has been continued to go west, which is why I say again and again, our friends here in northern Luzon need to not take this lightly. This is the overall flow I was talking about. There's that troughing coming in from the north, that little ridge aloft. Remember, ridges are clockwise, so you got that right there. This isn't going to want to go through that, so it's going to bump up against it and possibly linger here until it can get a move on towards the north. Hopefully that doesn't cause it to go towards the south. I don't think that's likely, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of rain in the forecast here for northeastern Luzon. Watch this. Here we go. Monday into Tuesday, our storm system comes off the northeast coast of Santa Ana, Apari, northeastern Cagayan, right? Sierra Madre Mountains. Flow is going to be coming in from the west, though. So if this particular scenario takes place where this lingers over the Batanes Islands, we're going to see some extended rainfall for Region 1, all the way from Apra down towards Pangasinan, even as far south as Subic Bay and into Manila there, just because of that inflow. Now, you see in the last frame, see how this is getting stretched? That's that shear starting to act in on this, and hopefully it's going to pull it towards the north and east, passing Taiwan and Okinawa, which that's about a week out. But, you know, you got these ensembles, the long range, kind of showing you where, you know, this could be going out there. So for now, plan for a tropical system. Know your hazard zone. Plan for evacuation route and where you're going to be going. Don't forget your pets as well. We love our pets too. You know, now's time to prepare. Don't panic. Be smart. Be safe, friends. We're going to continue to keep you posted. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues, of course, to support this channel. I hope I fixed my mic from yesterday. A lot of people were saying it was low, and I turned it up here. I put a little extra filter on the gain on the OBS here, so got a new mic after the last one broke, and you know it was a little bit expensive, but you guys on Patreon make sure that you can help afford it. Yeah, emergency kit's ready to go, guys. I'll never put the stuff behind a paywall because I think you guys are dealing with bigger fish to fry that helping me out. But if you are somebody that can, you know, just check that out. Anyways, hey, we haven't done this graphic in, I've been so busy with this typhoon. So if you're still watching and you're from the Philippines, let's do our flyover. A lot of you guys love this. In Davao, 33, got that inflow with the showers out here for Friday. Cagayan de Oro at 29, inflow still impacting you there. Yeah, central Visayas still got the scattered showers. A little bit of a break in Mindoro. Look at that, 30 degrees for you. Same over towards Manila, 31 here on our Friday. And even back towards the north, still passing showers into parts of Region 1. Region 2 is going to be starting to see a nice break heading into the weekend. It's really heading through Monday and Tuesday that the rain is going to pick up significantly for our friends off here towards the north. So yeah, right now, like I said, prepare, don't panic. Let's be smart. The storm system's going to be heading in your direction back here towards the west as it moves through the Philippine Sea. Stay safe out there, friends.